And this story has to do with this king. This king had this amazing garden. Yet, one day he went out into the garden. In the garden, he saw that it was dying. This garden was dying. And he looked at his trees that he had planted, his rose bushes, all his plants. So he went out and he saw one of his trees. It was this oak tree. So he went up to the oak tree and he said, you know, what is wrong with you? You're dying, you're withering away. Why? And the oak tree looks down at the king and says, you know, I really wanted to be a pine tree. I can't grow to be this big pine tree. I just can't. So what's the use of just existing? So the king thought about it, went over to the pine tree, and the same thing. He looked at the pine tree, and the pine tree was just dying, withering away, just like the oak tree. And he asked the pine tree the same thing. What's going on with you? And the pine tree says, you know, I wanted to be a grapevine. I wanted to have all these grapes, and I can't. I'm just a pine tree. So the king went over to the grapevine, and the same thing. The grapevine was just withering away, and asked the same question, what is going on with you? And the grapevine says, well, I want to be a rose bush. I want to be able to blossom beautiful flowers, and I can't. So the king was perplexed, looked all over his garden, and then right there in the corner was one plant that was just shining, and it was growing, and it was thriving. So the king went over to that plant and asked that plant, what's going on? All of my other plants here are just dying. My whole garden's dying, except for you. Why are you thriving? And a plant said, well, you know, when you planted all these other plants, you planted them just for this and this and this. But with me, you planted me for joy. You wanted me to be the best me that I can be. So all I could do was just get out there, express myself, grow and grow and grow, and grow to my best possible self. And that's what I did. And the same thing with each and every one of you. You can only be the best you possible. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So think about that as I continue on.